So this thing is cooked. We're investigating the GT350 after the failure.
I don't know what that is. Ask them if they have a fire extinguisher. Oh, no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
Lanny came out to help us out with this. He's already pulled off the lower skid tray here. And like he said, the first thing that we see is this like rubber sticky donut looking thing just sitting right up here on the sway bar. So I assume potentially it came from the compressor, but before we can verify that, we got to get that thing out of there. However, it is quite blocked by literally everything. That's going to be fun. We lowered the car down, got the coolant reservoir out of the way, and way down in here, I can already see some failures on the compressor. There's a lot of burnt up looking stuff. We'll get it out and show you. In the meantime, we got to pull off the belt. I've already got the tensioner pulley mounted up with the ratchet. We're gonna take that and pull it towards there, and you'll see that pulley turn and loosen the tension on the belt. Yeah, there you go. And you can hold the belt right there. Okay. You see how all the tension's released? We'll pull the belt off. Now you can release that tension. All right. Wait. Yep, there you go. And just like that, the first belt is out, and nothing too crazy, but you can see it's been getting a little bit eaten up. And this one isn't even the AC belt, so this one's probably going to get replaced too. We'll go ahead and set this down on our bottom shelf right here. Little GT350 maintenance. And now for the AC belt. The belt on here is a slip fit belt, so it doesn't have a tensioner on it like what we just removed. So we're going to cut this one off and get this whole entire compressor pulled out of the engine bay, but it is just so tightly packed on there. Even after we removed everything out of the way, it's going to be a little tough, but that's all right for you, my friend. So AC belt off, and we'll get that replaced as well. But this is the actual belt itself. This thing was just getting absolutely shredded and eaten up. I don't know how it did not catch on fire. The smoke from this was crazy, dude, I'm telling you. But we'll get this belt replaced, that belt replaced, and of course the AC compressor replaced, which actually brings me to my next point. I got to give a huge shout out to Jeff over at Hell Horse Performance. He obviously helped assemble this car, turned it into the monster that it is. And in this box, he's helping us out with yet another thing to make this car get back on the road healthy. We've got a brand new AC compressor in here, pretty sick. And here we've got new seals for the AC lines onto the compressors, and we can get our shims, and we'll just set this AC compressor right here. And as you guys see, brand new, ready to go. This thing should be able to crank over a lot of RPM compared to the old one that's in here. Technically, this is a production model, 2017 year model, but it was produced technically in 2016. So we're talking a 10-year-old AC compressor that's been spinning almost 9,000 RPM at well over 1,000 wheel horsepower every single pull. So major props to Ford. That was a pretty damn durable AC compressor. Almost 50,000 miles on this car too. Anyway, we managed to get the AC compressor loosened up. Look, first view of the blown up compressor is coming out. That, oh, listen. So this thing is cooked, literally. This is charred, it is burnt, it is absolutely cooked. That's horrible. Yeah, that's literally probably where this came from. For reference though, the old one, pretty torn up. Listen to this. That's what it's supposed to sound like. Literally nothing. What the hell? This thing haunted. What the? All right, I think it's haunted, guys. Yeah, definitely haunted. We're gonna make sure that this isn't gonna leak everywhere whenever we go to put it on. Oh, yep, mother. We're gonna keep this right side up. And now, if you want to, you can give it a go. We'll try and squeeze it on down in there, but just gently. We wanna be careful not to drop it. And then pull it towards the front. And now it's disappeared into the abyss, so. We've been fighting with this thing quite a bit, but the AC compressor's on.
That was rough.
I look like I got mauled by a tiger. The stretch foot belt is on, the main accessory drive belt is on, meaning literally we have one more thing to do. This is all. We just gotta put this coolant reservoir back in place. And this car is ready to go to the freaking shop to get AC charge back up in it. Street car, baby. Like literally we could have just done the AC delete, Reese brought that up, but all of that just now made it even more street car. So we did all of this work just to retain AC, and the next time that we go ride in this car, it's actually not gonna be hot. It's gonna feel lovely. We really did just complete the hardest install on a freaking Mustang, dead serious. You gotta comment down below and let me know what's worse than doing an AC compressor on these cars. I guarantee you, everybody's probably gonna say headers. And I would say that these are literally hand in hand. Headers, I actually would prefer to do over AC compressor. My hands don't look like this after freaking headers. I don't think this car has ever been on this trailer, but we're about to take it all the way out to Woodstock, Georgia, to our friends at Fastlane Import Auto Repair. These guys seriously are the absolute best. I don't know that we're gonna have this truck that much longer, at least in our name. You'll have to stay tuned. And we back. We just threw a new AC compressor in it. It revs pretty high at like 9,000 RPM, so it'll bust the compressors every now and again. Got a brand new one put in, so I just needed to get it charged, and that's about it. Yeah, this is what I need for my shop. That is so cool. Got AC charged up in the car. Cool deal, man. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I know, right? Sleeper, huh?
I heard you from in front of the building, but I'm like, it's like, that's twin turbo. I'm like,
Yep. We built it to be as much of a sleeper as possible. That's the funniest part. Yeah, it's quiet.
good job.
We are off. Dude, it is so crazy having AC in this car. Cybertruck looking good back there. It feels great in here. Huge shout out yet again to Hell Horse Performance. You guys got to go check out his site and use the code It's Just a 6 to save a ton off of all kinds of performance cars for virtually every single Ford vehicle under the sun, man. This GT350 has definitely incorporated quite a bit of their parts through the years, whether it be their radio upgrade, the twin turbo kit that's on the car, tons and tons and tons of stuff. They really are top notch, so go check them out. But anyway, now that we've got the GT350 back going with AC, completely a street car at this point, we are headed back to the house in the rain. Love it. Well, now that we made it back from Fastlane and we've got AC in the car, as you guys can see, this thing is pretty quick, but we got to go test it out to see if everything is fixed on it. This is gonna be fun. Oh wait, oh my gosh. I just aired down the tires, got them at a good PSI to hold traction in this car, hopefully, as much as we can at least. And of course, we got Mr. Lanny. I only thought it was fitting, since he helped fix the car and get it back going, that we got to take him out in it for the test rides to make sure everything's good with it. What's the fastest car you've ever been in, out of curiosity?
Probably a 2020 Jaguar F-Type.
Nice.
Dynamic.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been the Cybertruck. Oh, well, yeah, that too.
Let's go ahead and get started filling this thing up before we head out on the road. She needs a little bit of ethanol, and we got just what she likes right here. If I can pull this off, you guys got to go buy one of these stickers. Oh God, oh God. We have a very limited run of rose gold chrome don't lose sight decals that are on the site right now. Oh God. The GT350 is everybody's favorite car, let's face it. And on the front of this thing has been staple rose gold chrome don't lose sight signature decals. The last time we sold these things was 5 years ago, and finally we bought the machinery and everything to make it happen again. So they are back on the site again. They were our biggest sellers years ago, and finally they're here. And I'm telling you guys, we have such a limited amount of these, it's not even funny. So make sure you go grab one. But now let's get out on the road. I guess most people may not know, but you have been, I guess, watching the channel for a while, which is cool. I appreciate you for it. All the way from watching the car on the dang YouTube machine to riding in the dang thing.
Now in here, yeah, it's crazy.
And the cool part, we have AC now. So the AC at least blows good, but the thing I gotta check today is to make sure that it's not gonna lock up under acceleration again.
Yeah.
So we're gonna spin it pretty high and see if it's good.
I love the way the voodoo sounds. That's like,
Right.
that's just music to the ears.
Pretty interesting. Very different, I feel like, than most cars. Dang, look at that.
I know, yeah.
Those
I was
are
just
nice.
thinking about that, yeah. That blow-off valve sounds so
supercharged car of any kind, then, I guess.
I think the R dynamic it's either supercharged or turbo. I don't really know its stock.
Fair, probably supercharged. I remember you telling me about that.
Nothing like a V8 supercharged though, like or a turbo car. But
I'm excited to show you what it's about.
I'm excited too. I'm so pumped.
We need to teach you how to drive the manual so that way you can drive this car.
That'd be sick.
We'll enter it in some races and I'll just let you be the driver for it. I want to take all the cars out to like street car takeover and enter them in every class.
Yeah.
And see if we can compete against everybody. I think that'd be fun. And you can hear the transmission's a little bit whiny.
Yeah.
You hear the gears and everything. They're straight cut gears, so that's why it sounds like that.
Yeah. Are they factory like that?
Nah, so technically this car has a built engine, a different transmission. This is a T56 Magnum, and the car came with a TR 3160 is what they're called, but it's like a lightweight gear set race transmission, but they don't hold power at all. So I blew that one up and upgraded it. It's like a 1314 GT500, if you know what those are.
Yeah.
This is the same manual, but we got this one built to a level 5 build, so it's good to hold like 2,000 horsepower.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't think I had heard the GT500 gear, or the transmission whine like that before. But
Yeah, so the gear set typically has a slight curve to it, and that keeps it quiet for driving and drivability and things like that. But the straight cut is built for handling a severe amount of torque, because the curves in the teeth of the gear actually reduce the amount of force that it takes to shear the teeth. So by putting straight cut gears on any machine will always hold more torque than I can't remember what they're called, helical gears maybe. That's why we upgraded to straight cut gears, long story short. Upgraded the fuel system, so it's got 3 fuel pumps from a GT500 all stacked side by side, and it runs all 3 of them.
a lot of fuel going
It is.
through there.
So it's enough fuel technically. If you think a GT500 makes 760 horsepower, so 3 of them is good enough to flow about 2,000 horsepower. So we've got the fuel system to hold 2,000, the transmission to hold 2,000, the engine to hold 2,000, and Motec to keep it all dialed in. And yeah, straight, so it's not dangerous. And
That's what all Mustangs need, right?
it really is, dude, I'm telling you. The fun part about this car is that it can make about 800 horsepower, and I'll let you feel that first, actually thinking about it, and then we'll go up from there. But basically, it'll be like 700, and then we can put it all the way up to like 1,400, essentially 1,500.
That's so crazy. You can just do that with a flip of a switch, you know? But
Dude, really, like I just changed modes on the car right here on the steering wheel, and it changes the power level with Motec. And anyway, do you have any other questions about the car before you feel what it's like?
I think I'm ready.
Yeah. He said he thinks he's ready.
Quick little trip to Mexico, right?
Yeah. So we can pick the traction control if I hold down this button.
Okay.
And I can pick what setting that I want it at. We're gonna do it at 5 for now, so about midway up. And this is in normal mode, so this is, like I said, about 700, 800 horsepower. All right, let's do some rolling Antilag.
Oh my god. That's insane. Oh my god.
It's like half of the car's power right there.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
Pretty goofy.
Oh
You can see behind the car while we're doing that, it just leaves straight black lines, like
dang.
down the road.
And that's all I have. That's what I'm trying to get my mind around. That's crazy.
Yep. And you can feel that it starts to spin, but the Motec keeps the traction dialed in perfectly, so it's just like a straight line with the car.
Yeah. Dude, what a rocket ship. Oh my god.
Pretty wild, right?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
But we're gonna turn it up a little bit. We'll put it in sport mode, and we're gonna do a 60 roll at 1,000 horsepower.
Something like it.
Something like it. Ready? So those pops are like 3-4 foot flames out the back. It cuts timing between the shifts, so I don't have to let off the gas pedal. I just shift, and it automatically, as soon as it detects that it's going to the next gear, it cuts timing, slips in a gear, and I bang the next one.
That is so quick. Oh my gosh.
So most of it's the
rocket
car.
ship.
Most of it is because of that ECU, so it keeps it pretty straight. But you gotta have, you gotta be able to drive, I guess, somewhat. That was 1,000, and now we bumped it up to full power. This is where it gets a little harder to hold it straight. It's gonna spin a little bit, so it cuts a little power. I'd say it's gonna be probably about 1,300 horsepower. Hear how much noise you can hear in this mode? Ready? Pretty absurd, huh?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
As you can see, it wants to get sideways a lot more of that. That's why I can't turn it up more. It's 2,000 horsepower capable. It's just that I can't get it to stick. So yep, that's like 1,400 probably horsepower, 1,300. We just check to see if the AC works.
All that power with AC is so crazy.
It's usually a lot colder though.
Yeah.
Huh. I might have to get it charged again.
Thank you so much. That was such an experience. Unlike anything I've ever done before. Like, oh my gosh.
Absolutely. And since you helped fix it, it was only right to take you out in the car and let you see what it was like.
Can't get a feeling like that out of like some like Koenigsegg or something. Though I feel like that's just so wrong.
It truly is.
Crazy.
Out of a rear-wheel drive car, that's a lot of power to make. If you think about any exotic car, pretty much you would have to go in hypercar territory to start beating this car. And I don't even know if you could still. I want to race some supercars to see so bad. This weighs about the same as what all the supercars do. It just makes double the horsepower than most of them. So the only way to go faster than that technically is by doing all-wheel drive. Instead of having the rear-wheel drive and having the spinning or whatever, you add 2 more wheels moving and you add the same amount of horsepower, built engine, Motec ECU, traction control, just like what this has. But imagine instead of only like, let's say 1,500 horsepower, what if the car made 3,000 horsepower and it had 4 wheels spinning with Motec? That's what I really want to build next, is something insane that's stick shift still, a manual all-wheel drive, nasty fast car. That's my next mission. So you guys got to comment down below too and help me out. What should we build? Like, this is a long-term goal for sure, but I was just thinking like R34 GTR, that would be sick as hell with a Motec and like 2,000 horsepower. I don't know. I just got to think of something really cool. I even thought about an all-wheel drive Civic. I don't know. I just want to think outside the box. So you guys got to help me out with that. Comment something. Let me know what we should build next. Anyways, guys, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. Huge shout out to Lanny for coming in, riding out in the car and not being afraid. You actually handled it pretty well.
Yeah.
Nice. Just a little sweat going on the face.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Pretty nuts. If you guys want to support the channel and want to get one of the limited rose gold decals that we just brought back that are all over this car, make sure you go to itsjustasix.com, grab one. There's only a very small amount of those in stock left. And the coolest part is that you could get entries in to win our freaking Hellcat build that we're working on right now. We got some pretty cool stuff coming with the Hellcat too, so stay tuned for that. Oh yeah, I forgot, every purchase on the website right now technically gets you an extra $800 in entries towards the Hellcat to win it too. So go grab a decal, go grab a freaking limited sign poster. We got all kinds of stuff on the site. But anyway, I will see you guys next video.